What's the main difference between the current Lightning and the old Goannas teams and organization? That's a question from Sean O'Connor for you, Tracy.
Well, it's the lack of color. Like we've gone to monochrome, and Goannas we had like every color. So just a basic like color change. But really, like it is just it's the talent available to the Lightning. I don't know. Like I feel like the whole league has risen in the last couple seasons. The whole league's a lot better. Like it just seems like the talent, the amount of girls that we have on this team that our AWIHL quality like is very much increased. And the coaching, like, well, we have like more coaching support. We've got like 5 coaches. They all know what they're doing. They're all like got a lot of experience, and they're all gung ho on every practice, and they're supporting our girls like every time. Like we never really had that with the Goannas. Like it was just kind of more bootstrap. Didn't have that many players. We were kind of like scraping together a team, and it was just really hard to get any momentum. I think since we've joined the Lightning, it's been more kind of a coordinated effort. We're getting a lot more support. Like it's just really good, and the team's good, so we're getting some success, and that makes it easy for people to support us too. So it's just kind of like this positive feedback loop that we're in. And yeah, I think that's kind of the difference is, I mean, Goannas had some like good teams that made the finals, or maybe one made the final, but that I was part of. But like this team's like probably like this much better, So like, yeah, just a good time for Brisbane hockey right now.
Do you think it's also helped to have both the men's and women's under the one umbrella?
Yeah, definitely. Like there's a lot more support. I think like the guys are really like they come to some of our games. Like they're like one of the male players is our coach. And actually 2 of the guys are our coach. Like we're kind of like, yeah, feeling the love from the guys. And even like it comes down to like sponsors, like some of the guys sponsors are sponsoring us, so it gives us some extra money so that it's not so expensive for the girls every year. So some of that stuff is just like fundamentally important because these are young girls, and they have to make a life for themselves. And so like it's hard for them to pay like a lot of thousands of dollars to play every season. So then you lose some of the girls because it's just, hey, I need to save up because I need to, maybe in my future I want to buy a house or, whatever reason. So financially, it's kind of like key to get some sponsor support so that we can put together a team consistently year after year and build the team. And then, we get rolling. So yeah, the being part of the male Lightning, I think, has been working extremely well for us, and hopefully we can just keep that going because it's really good. Plus the jerseys are cool, and I think everybody likes
that. We got up on the screen there to our next topic, Lightning show heart. On during week 4, it was a 9-0 result against the Inferno, and then on the Sunday it was a heartbreaking overtime loss. Then you roll into week 5 and it's a 1-0 loss traveling away to Perth. But on the Sunday, the group showed so much, and you had a second period where you scored 5 unanswered goals, 2 of them shorthanded, 2 power play goals. It was just an unbelievable period of hockey. Gordon seen bits and pieces as you're battling Wi-Fi, GG. We'll get Tracy's take on that period and that game. What just your thoughts, Gordon, from the Sunday in particular?
Yeah, so my internet, the entire network was horrendous. So thank you, Doogie, for doing some solo commentary while my internet caught up. But yeah, that second, we talked about it. The first 2 periods Okay, sorry. Tilly wants me to take it to the birdie house. The first two periods of that Saturday game, Brisbane really came out strong and outshot the Inferno, and then the Inferno kind of dominated that third period with, you know, obviously Wuthridge out was a big factor in that. But then Brisbane came out really strong and took it to them again in on the Sunday. And I think the first period set up the second like really well. Scoring the first goal, was it Crompton that scored the first goal? I think was huge. Just to be able to get one past the goaltender. I think it was Vivian Vivu in net. But yeah, that second period, unbelievable from the Lightning. I mentioned in the broadcast, you know, the power kill, you know, scoring two shorthanded goals on the one power play. It's a backbreaker.
Just talk us through that second period, Tracy. There's a Graham Hyde, Perth Inferno coach Graham Hyde in the chat. Can I skip this part? The two shorthanded goals, they came first, and I'm a big fan of watching the captain Christina Badgley, who I was wrapped at, got a shorthanded goal herself. Talk us through that second period and what you were seeing.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. I can't necessarily remember this accurately, but I'm gonna tell you what I think happened in my mind. Like, I feel like we were like killing a 5-on-3, and all of a sudden we broke loose and scored 5-on-3. And I was on the bench and I was just going crazy and like high-fiving everybody. It was a lot of fun and like not expected because you're shorthanded. But a lot of times there's a lot of room on the ice. If you can just get it past, you know, you're gone. And that's kind of what happened. But then when the second one happened, it was just like, oh my God, like, what is this? This penalty kill is crazy. But these girls have a lot of talent. So these forwards are dangerous. So they get like free. And yeah, you got a lot to deal with, like coming at you. So yeah, really good to see that offense getting generated in any circumstance. And I don't know, we had like a lot of energy, and it seemed like we were really on top of that penalty kill, and like that power play was trying to get in, but like yeah, we're very stingy there, and it kind of turned into offense. So it was a really amazing series of events that just went our way, and yeah, like super exciting. Yeah, really fun.
Were you yelling out with all the goals going in? Were you, give me one, give me one?
Yeah, I almost had a goal. I had a bit of a chance, but I missed it, of course. But you know, I had my chance, so I'm gonna put one in. I don't need to beg. This is gonna happen. But yeah, these girls are scoring, so that's what we want to do against Perth, is put some pucks in the net for once, and yeah, like get on the scoreboard and make it hard for them. So it was good. Like we got on a roll, and once we were on the roll, we were really hard to stop. So I think then they put like Sasha King in the net to kind of like calm things down. But like yeah, we were just kind of on a roll, and then we kept scoring anyways. And so I think, you know, that was good for our group, is being able to score some goals like against Sasha King. And yeah, like it was a fun period. Like yeah, it was great. And then we had like a nice lead going into the third. But yeah, that run of play was amazing.
We'll have to check esports desk, because you know they may have put you down for a goal. So who knows? Who knows? For the 150th
on that website.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like and I will just mention that I think that Sharnita's goal, that was her 50th AW goal. So there was milestones kind of everywhere like this weekend too. Like it was all happening. So yeah, just like a shout out to her on her 50th AW goal. It was amazing.
From the Saturday game, the last two periods, you were outshot 27-11 or something. But on the Sunday, it was consistently, in terms of shots on goal, you were just flying. Was that something you spoke about, or you didn't really speak about? It was just sort of just keep going with the process.
Yeah, I think we do talk about getting shots on goal. Like we like to set a goal of like, hey, let's put a bunch of shots on goal. But I think we had 51 shots on goal in that game, which is awesome. Like that's a lot of shots on goal to defend. So I think it was just a matter of our team just like getting like, oh, we need to like win this game, you know, like, and just kind of breaking free and just becoming like really hard to play against. So I think it's kind of both like something that you discuss, you plan for, you want to do, and then the execution's the second part. And like when the team gets rolling, I mean, that's kind of Lightning hockey, is like really fast, a lot of shots, and yeah, hopefully we get that offense on the scoreboard to show up.